Welcome back, Powerful Mind. How are you guys doing today? I've missed you so much since last time, baby. We are back, and we're better than ever. You guys are in for a treat this time around. It's great. Today, we are here with...
Saray. Saray. You can find me on Instagram as Sunray, YYXO.
Yes. And my name's Amaya Cartagena. And as always, let's roll the intro now.
Powerful Mind.
The first thing I want to talk about is what you do, because you do a lot. And when I say she does a lot, I mean she does a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to start off by saying what you do and with your multiple different places that you help run. Go.
Okay. So, let's see. How do I concise this? I do event production, event management, marketing, content creation, recruiting, hiring for Bonbon and for Strobes.
For Bonbon and Strobes. So explain what Bonbon is and explain what Strobes is.
Yeah, so Bonbon is a restaurant, lounge, and bar. And Strobes is an event center. And we do concerts, and we also do private events, some weddings, just like
Here. Yeah. Yeah. And then so with Bonbon, it's tell them like what theme Bonbon is.
It's Latin, but it's Mexican food.
Yeah. It's amazing Mexican food too. If you've never been there and eat, like, you have to.
I brought you already the tacos so you can get hooked.
I know, yeah. You're gonna have them, and you're gonna be like, wow, this is amazing. Yeah. And then, so for Strobes, just explain a little bit more, because you say that very loosely, but you have to explain how many people can fit in the event center, what events actually roll in and out of there, like you said, the concerts, but, you know, how do you do, like, ticketing for it, just all of that. You can go into it.
Okay.
Yeah, go into it.
Jeez, wow, Maya. Okay, so which one do I start with, Bonbon or Strobes?
Start with Strobes. You can start with Strobes, yeah.
So Strobes opened up a couple months ago, and we've been working on it for a couple years because we built it from scratch.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
We picked the location, and we spent some time looking for it because, you know, Sarasota is a very small city.
Correct.
And it's full of tourism.
Correct.
But not for nightlife, not for entertainment.
Right.
And so our whole mission with opening Strobes and building it from scratch was to bring concerts and entertainment and arts together in one venue.
Nice.
Where there's flexibility, and not only for like any type of artist, any type of culture, any type of people.
Right.
And yeah, so it took us like, I would say a year or two to open it and get to where we're at right now.
Yeah.
And if I'm completely honest, I'm not tracking the dates anymore. I just know that we have a lot of like concerts, which are Latin, which go into like Mexican concerts, Colombian, Venezuelan, some weddings, some Sweet 16 or quinceañeras, you know. And then the ticketing is done through a lot of different platforms because I obviously could not run all of them.
Right.
But whenever it is my event or whenever I organized it or it's my creation, my own, all of it, then we run through, depends how many people, right? But if it's a small event, probably Tickery.
Okay.
You know.
How many people fit in Strobes?
Standing or
like
or sitting down?
Yeah.
We do standing and sitting down too.
Really? Really? Okay, say both.
So
You
that's
gave me
kind of hard to say
a
because
rough number.
our biggest concert was probably like 4 months ago, and there was, I want to say like 700 people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it was like half empty. Like if you
Yeah.
see the video,
yeah, it's a big place, and that's what I'm trying to get you to like emphasize is you're saying this very like whatever, but like it's not like just whatever, like it's a big event center. Like you can, I think you could probably fit. You said the original number that you told me was 1,500.
yeah, that's standing though.
Yeah,
And it's very dangerous to do
that
an
many
event with 1,500 people standing. That just opened up.
So I worked a cumbia event there at Strobe's
Yeah.
with her, and you know, I will say that one thing that makes me even more comfortable like working these events and everything, because like you said, you know, there is like an aspect of it where, you know, safety is definitely a huge concern for them, but your security team is amazing. Their security that they have for not only the events but also Bonbon, because Bonbon does like the Latin dancing like on the weekend nights, you know, and it gets really packed and whatnot, and people do like, you know, they rent out the sections and the VIP and the bottle service, like the whole shebang. But their security team is amazing. Like they literally do security meetings beforehand, so everyone's on the same page. Like everyone knows what to do. We have the walkie-talkies if anything happens at all. Like it's very like they're constantly walking around, posted up in different areas. Like it's very safe, and that's like one reason why I even feel comfortable. Like
Going.
I know I'm straight, like regardless. Because and these guys are like big. Like,
Why? Because you can like
big security
defend
dudes,
yourself.
like, yeah, I'd be like, go get them. Like, for example, when I was working the cumbia event, towards the end of the night, because obviously you're dealing with people who are drinking, you know, the whole night and having fun, and that can also, you know, come into, you know, other things.
Yeah.
But when I was bartending and I look up and I see like this girl, I see this girl look at this other girl, and she said, "What'd you say?" And as soon as I saw that, I looked at her and I was like, "Yo, they're about to fight. You gotta call somebody over here." So she did. She immediately called them over, and immediately, as soon as like the girls were about to get into it, security was right there, tore them apart. Nothing happened. Like,
That's
it was
when I
just
knew Amaya was like, she's the one. She's the one. I found a gem. Like, because I didn't know you. You know,
we didn't know
each other. We just like, she's fun. I'm fun. Let's do it.
Girl logic.
Yeah. That's so good.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Right.
you spent a lot of money at Bonbon.
Yeah.
She did.
Everybody had a great
I was
night.
like,
Everyone
who
had a great
is she?
night.
She said powerful mind, pretty face,
Pretty face,
thick,
skinny waist,
skinny waist. I was
mind.
like, and then she came in and she's like, that. I was like, that is exactly her. And who is she? Who's powerful mind?
Yeah.
What
literally.
is powerful mind?
Literally, because she worked like when I had booked out like the section upstairs for me and whatever, and my friends and everything, and from there, like she followed me, exchanged contact info, and then from there, that's when we've set up like our own meetings and stuff like that, you know, and that's how I knew it was of value, because not only were you trying to be like, yo, let's like link up to do this, but you also were like, let's actually sit down and talk about like, what are your goals? What are my goals? How can we help each other? How can we progress forward? What can we do together? You know what I'm saying? So, and you doing that really said to me like, okay, she's serious about like what she does, you know? And that just spoke a lot to me. So I was like, that's cool. And then actually what you said to me did, literally earlier last week when we went to First Watch, we had a little business meeting there, and what you said to me actually, like, I called Ishmael right afterwards, and I was like, yo, like, she just said something that just resonated with me so hard. It was about just alignment. Yeah. If you could repeat what you said about that, because to me, like, that's something that I've been working on, but if you just want to sum it up for the people, because I think it's a really relatable thing.
Repeat what I said, like,
about
how long ago?
About the alignment.
Okay.
About, like, just when everything aligns, when your
Oh,
soul
I see.
aligns.
Okay. I mean, not word for word.
Right.
Don't quote me. But I just, you know, I am around a lot of people all the time. Hence what she said, like hundreds of people every weekend. And I love people, but I've never met somebody like Amaya, especially a girl that's ambitious. She's a goal, like she hustles, like she's smart, she's pretty. She had, like, everything, I'm telling you, everything's aligned with what I believe in. You know, she does have a powerful mind. Everything that she described in that sign, literally just like true, and I was like in love, to be honest, not in that disrespectful manner, but as in like girl logic.
With a thumbs up. But she just really described like, you know, you have to look at yourself and the things that you're doing and realize that, you know, when everything does align for you, when you're aligned with yourself, everything else around you aligns as well. And that's like a really big thing that hit home for me, because you did kind of go into it just about like, if you're aligned, then your goals will be aligned, then the universe around you will be aligned, it'll happen for you, you trust, yeah, exactly. So everything just comes to fruition, and that's just really cool. So I thought that was a really good thing that you kind of said, and a big takeaway for me from our conversation. So that was really dope. But anyways, I digress.
It comes naturally.
Yeah.
For you, and yeah, definitely for you. I would say for me too.
Yeah. I digress. But not only on top of Bonbon and running, so can you actually explain, I'm sorry, how Bonbon started? Because it's in like how your family runs it. I know you don't own it, right? And you've been doing it for years. So I want to tell them your journey from start to finish or to current with Bonbon.
We've had Bonbon for as long as I can remember. I didn't keep track, but probably like over a decade.
Yeah.
Over a decade.
Yeah,
and
they've been doing it a long time.
So we started off at just a restaurant. We didn't want a club, right? We didn't want that. We were looking to, you know, we love Mexican food. We wanted to cook it. We wanted to have an authentic cuisine, right? Because it wasn't very popular back then in Sarasota. You know, there was Mexican food everywhere, but no one made it homemade.
Right.
And so we did that, and then eventually, I was young. I was like 16.
Yeah.
Don't do the math.
16.
Don't do the math. Don't have my age. I said approximately. So, I'm young, but anyway.
She said, I'm young.
Anyway, right. So, I started working very early, and I had like multiple jobs back then. I have multiple jobs now. I think that I just thrive under multiple jobs. I love it. I'm honestly a workaholic. But then I love music. I was young. I was in high school. I had my dream car. I was speeding, driving to Miami, doing modeling. Speed up, right? So then it became a club, because all my friends and all the people I knew and artists that like I met in Miami here and there, my sister did the same thing. I surrounded myself with other models, and we just started doing Latin nights. Promoters started coming out, reaching out, and it got filled with Cubans. That's where we started.
It's so funny that she specifically said Cubans.
It literally started with Cubans.
It's like it's in Miami, right?
Sarasota is going to be a small Miami.
You see that? You see that?
What did the other day too was crazy. How they had a life night on Thursday.
Yep.
Downtown on
Sarasota.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Sarasota is growing like rapidly, and I love it. I love to see it.
I just like that they bring in the culture. They bring culture there, you know.
Because at 16, you know, I really was like, yeah, this is fun. It's like paying good. It's like, but it's not like hitting right here. You know what I mean? And so now that I see that, I'm glad I didn't move to Miami to make all the money that, you know, you see on Instagram.
You can still make the money in Sarasota.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But what happened to the Dominicanos, though?
Oh, we did. We incorporated you guys too. You just are not in 2016.
Yo, she just clocked it. That's insane. She clocked what you were.
I'm sorry.
She clocked it. She really does this for a living.
No, we do a lot of
Wait,
bachata too.
Okay.
Wait, was
I
it?
dance for you, but you
Was
know
it-
that's like not the
was it the
place or
fedora?
time.
Was it the fedora? That's how you knew what he was. That's what it was.
No,
No, she'll
No.
sing the bachata.
la bachata.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Whoa!
Ah.
You have to do it with me because I need steps, even though I'm supposed to lead. But yeah.
No, we do classes too, so.
Wait a minute, you guys do
You
glasses?
do classes?
Wait, stop. Okay.
Alright.
We gotta. Let me get back on track.
Okay.
Really quick. Let me get back on track. All right.
Yeah. So
Wait,
let's
wait.
go back to the story, right? Right. So you
Yes.
started like
So-
that's why you started this thing.
No,
You
because I
started
want you to tell
back.
you. No, because I want you to just like tell them what the journey's like. Because that's a huge theme on here. Is like progress is not perfect. It's not linear. And as long as you're consistent and you keep going, like it's gonna work out and it's gonna do exactly what it needs to do for you. And you're a prime example of that. You've been doing this for years. You know what I'm saying? Like even you tell me, you're like, I've been doing this for years. You like twitch a little bit. Like you're like, I don't know how many more. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just as you love that. And you've said that before.
Yeah.
So you're trying to bring like basically Sarasota is gonna be a little Miami, right?
Right,
So you
yeah.
turn into the nightclub, and then where you go from there?
Right. So it just didn't get there though because we definitely had a lot of ups and downs, you know.
Right.
Especially because Sarasota was boring. There was
Right.
no nightlife in Sarasota. Like, sure, there was bars opened, right? But there was no like VIP. There was no like bottle service. You know, I can confidently say that we started that in Sarasota. You know, then eventually, of course, like people see that we need some help. We have 500 people every Saturday. Bobon's too small. There's millionaires in Sarasota.
Yeah.
So they open up their own business, their own restaurants. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. We needed to expand. So we did some remodelings. We made it bigger. We took off a bar. We opened up the second floor. We did some remodeling. And then they opened up more. And then I was like, yeah, and not just me, you know, my whole family. So we recouped investors, promoters, delegated some stuff. We forgot about the restaurant because I don't know if I
That's
should be
not-
saying that on camera, but
Well,
that's
because
not
it
where the
just
money's
wasn't.
at.
Yeah, exactly. It's not bringing in enough money to continue everything that y'all are doing. Yeah.
Right. So
Even though it's gas, and they definitely always have a line,
Yeah.
especially for the tacos. But but
yeah, and so regardless, that's when, you know, we started doing strobes. And I'm kind of skipping the part where we also like rented out a couple venues in Sarasota, like Robert's Arena, Van Weasel, and I didn't spend it. It's not my money, but definitely like investors, promoters, like I had mentioned. And then we opened up strobes. And I think that now we finally have 2 venues that are flexible that, you know, you want food, you want a late night, you want to learn how to dance, you want your wedding, you want a bigger space, you want privacy. We have it basically all, you know. Just have to make sure that basically we are what you're looking for, and
yeah, you get everything in it. Yeah, which makes sense. Which is, I think, super cool. And the fact that your whole family does it too, which is even cooler. Like Drake can kind of relate to that too, because his whole family helps run this and do this. But yeah, your mom Loki scares me sometimes. When we're like prime time, I look at her, she's locked in. She's like literally like an eagle's eye. I'm like, oh my gosh, I better not mess up.
yeah, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Mom, boss, and
Yeah.
yeah, very inspirational to me. My mother, honestly, is everything to me. But yeah, she definitely keeps an eye on everything. Is very like attentive to detail, finances, and she does a lot. If I do multiple jobs, I learned from her. So
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly. And then so another big reason as to why I wanted to have you on here is not only because obviously you have the business side of everything, which I think is super great and cool because we haven't really had a lot of guests on that have a solid business side that we're able to kind of talk about, but you also are a creator as well. And that's the whole point of Pound for Mine is to, you know, get creators on here. So with your creating and everything, because marketing is they basically do all their marketing like themselves. And let me tell you, every day I'm on Instagram, I see at least 2 Bonbon ads. Aside from your story, aside from your post, at least 2 paid Bonbon ads, like, every day. It's insane. Like, your guys' marketing is on point. And it's crazy because even when I'm working there, like, tell them what it takes to go into that. Like, what do you have to do? When you were explaining so much to me while I was there, I'm like, oh my gosh, when it comes to, like, doing live videos and then saving it as reels and then posting that and then doing walkthroughs and then doing Instagram stories and then you want to do, like, you know what I'm saying? So explain your thought process behind all the marketing stuff.
See, I was comfortable to tell you that much because like I said, I see myself in alignment with you. I think we have a very similar vision, and I didn't feel like I was like, if it was someone else, I would like take it slow. I'd be like, oh, you could just stand there, look pretty. You're good. But since you're like Amaya, I was able to tell you, like, we get here, we got to check how many reservations are already set. If we don't have them all booked out, which is pretty rare, then you have to make sure that you know what's available and who's coming in and who's priority, who's VIP, not to like single anybody out, right? But there's people that sometimes you just never know if 300 people are going to come or 500 or if 200, you just don't know. Bonbon is very diverse. You get Mexicans, Dominicans, Cubans, like all Latin America. Plus, there's a random person that's seen my video downtown and it's like, hey, where's that at?
Yeah.
I'm coming with a group of 20 because I just got married.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me see where I can, like, sure, we have room.
Yeah.
And the thing is that everybody wants to text you last minute.
Yeah, especially with that type of stuff.
So around 9 o'clock, I get like 50 calls. And I'm like,
yeah,
definitely have to like delegate this.
She has 2 phones. That's how you know it means business. When you have 2 phones. That's how you know. Yeah.
You make the little joke that you did that day.
I got 2 phones.
But yeah, so regardless, you gotta make sure that you leave the prime sections for people that, like, expect to be treated like VIP because they're there every weekend.
Yeah.
They don't miss a Saturday. And if they did miss a Saturday, it's because, like, they had something important to do.
Right.
So that's what I was trying to explain to you. And then usually everybody's bored having dinner somewhere downtown, watching their phone at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So that's what I was explaining, very important. Do a live, say hi, show them the venue because a lot of people still don't know about Bonbon,
Yeah.
It's surprising to me still. People know about Bonbon in Tampa, in Clearwater, in a lot of, like, 2-hour.
Yeah. We had people from Miami last Saturday.
Yeah.
That big group that came in, they were from Miami.
Yep. So I always like to ask where you're from. Have you been here? I like to interact with them a lot. To make sure that I give them a good service so that they fall in love with it because, like I said, we include everybody. We bring artists for Dominicans that like bachata, or more Caribbean style Puerto Ricans that like salsa or merengue or, but we do try to go with like the commercial artists right now just because it's very hard to please everyone. And so anyway, let me go back to the fact about the marketing, right? So, post videos about all the people that are there, what's going on, the dancing. We have food. People think like, oh, it's just a bar. Oh, it's just a club. Oh, like, no. Like, you can come here lounge, or you can come here for a drink, or you can come dance, or you can come vibe, or like, so I like to express that in the video. And sometimes girls especially, are a little bit shy on camera, hence sometimes me. I don't look like I'm shy, but I actually am very.
She like almost cried before we did this. It was crazy. She's doing great. We're already like 20 minutes in. Exactly.
And yeah, I mean, I am the face of Bonbon. People hear Bonbon,
Yeah.
they think of like my
You.
face.
Yeah. 100%. Because you're in like literally every marketing thing
Video.
ever. Yeah. Every marketing thing ever.
Eating the tacos, dancing,
Yeah. Everything.
showing you the venue for weddings, like
Everything. And so like it's also interesting because you do have such a wide variety of skills because of what you do. Not only the marketing, but also doing everything that you do in Bonbon is very, very very similar to restaurant management. I mean, that's what it is. You're managing the whole place, you know?
Yeah.
So when I was doing it, that's what I experienced. I was like, this is so similar to when I was managing the restaurant, you know? Which I really liked and enjoyed. So kind of circling back to the creative side of everything, your personal content, which has been something that you're still exploring and still trying to get down. What's your goals with that? Where are you trying to take that? Your personal content.
So my personal content is on Instagram and TikTok. And it started off as like just for fun, you know, but right now with everything that I have, it has become way too much to handle my own social media. So I'm trying to merge it and take it more into like an inspirational
Route with
realm.
it, like you said also you want to do more like lifestyle stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So like inspire people to go to the gym, to eat better, because I know that on Saturdays I tell them come out, drink, right? But let me tell you that I don't drink all the time, and most of the time I actually don't like liquor. It tastes nasty.
Yeah.
You know, people drink for their own reasons, for fun. And while that's great, it's great to have fun. I do want to inspire people that follow me personally. Like, come to the gym. Like, I think people don't do it because insecurities or like shyness. But definitely, like, I want to put myself out there like I am right now. In front of cameras, have never done public speaking, right? And if I want to become a leader, then I have to lead by example, right? I have to do things I've never done before, and I have to put myself on the spot. And I'm not scared to embarrass myself in front of the camera or to like be wrong, because at the end of the day, who cares? So that's what I want to inspire young people, old people, anybody, right? And I think I picked the right podcast, Powerful Mind. You know, anybody can have a powerful mind. It's just a mindset. It's a mindset. It's like, you know, wake up and just do it. It just takes...
Wake up and just do it.
It takes 5 seconds to make a decision, and it's a yes or a no. You want it or you don't. You want to make money or you don't. You want to be fit or you don't. Pick.
Yeah. Yep. I think that deserves a snap. Posing is it for a snap. Yeah. Because that's actually really interesting. That is something that I've actually read about before, is a 5-second rule. You literally, 5 seconds, you decide yes or no. That's all it takes is 5 seconds. And also 5 seconds of courage is also what it takes. If you're like thinking about doing something or like want to do something and you're right there in that split moment, literally 5 seconds of courage and just blurt out yes, you know? Or just do it. Like, for example...
I'll be honest, this did not take me 5 seconds. I said yes to you when you called me. It took me 2 seconds, but then I was like, what did I just do? Like, I read her questions. I was like, that is a deep question. I'm about to expose my whole life. Like,
yeah.
Gulp.
Gulp. Yeah, gulp. Never in my life. I'm learning.
Can you tell I don't do public speaking? I do a lot of texting.
It's just hilarious. Yeah, it's just funny. It's just funny, but it's like, it's stuff like that. I feel like you should show more, you know? No, thank you. No, seriously. It's true. Like, stuff like that is like, it's funny, it's natural, it's really you. Like, you know, obviously, yes, you're very beautiful and pretty, and like, that's what you post. Like, your content is you being pretty, you know? But it's like, you should show more of like your actual personality, because you do have a lot of funny moments like that. Like, I've never heard that in my life. Never heard that in my life. I promise people are gonna remember that versus another pretty girl on Instagram.
Facts.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to be a pretty girl. Like,
It's too late.
We're already down that road.
Adding to it.
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
Just
I
adding to it.
actually don't ever dress like this. You'll see my Instagram because you're probably gonna tag me.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, she's not wearing makeup. She's not wearing that filter. Like, you know? And I love it. Because I'm not that.
Yo, I remember when we went to go do. Oh, that's so funny. I remember we went to go do a video. Like we went to just go do a video, like a little promo video, whatever, on the stairs, and she like was getting her position. Like she's like, I know my angle. I'm like, okay, like I'll just fit in the background. But she like put.
I'm like, Amaya, get out of my spot.
I know. I was like, nope, you're good. You're good. You do your thing. I'm just here for
And
extra.
then I'm like,
Just here.
damn,
No,
I
it's
think
funny.
I
It was
came
funny.
off cocky.
No. It was funny. It was
Was
funny.
that what that was?
But it was she did it and then she like
Crop this out, please.
she like did it and then she put like the filter on it and I was like, whoa. I was like, let's put that down a little bit. I was like, that was a lot. I was like, that doesn't even look like me. It's so funny. It's so funny. She's like, yeah, you're right.
Fine.
But it's funny because
I guess that's like
yeah, but
dysmorphia.
body dysmorphia. No,
face dysmorphia.
It's just funny because it just shows like just the different range and variety of like ways to do things. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a way I do things, she has a way she does things, and then we like compromise in the middle
Right.
and we're doing things together. And I think that's a beautiful thing, and that's a very underrated thing that people don't realize is when you can go from two completely opposite sides of things and then kind of find that middle ground.
Yeah.
To also present content and whatnot. But just one of the last wrap-up questions, what are your goals? Like, what are you trying to do with your life? Like, what do you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you see yourself? What do you see?
You save the best for last. Really? Okay, so it took me a while to figure out that I definitely don't want to sell liquor or VIPs my whole life, right? And I love event production, event management. I definitely do love, I wouldn't say bossy, I like being assertive. I know what I want. And with my content, it's not aligned, right? So I want to inspire people to educate themselves, you know, become well-rounded, and with our events that we already do, you know? So the events that we do are concerts, but I want to go deeper and bigger than that because honestly, I love people, but I crave authentic connections. Like definitely something that hits my heart because that's going to leave an impact. That's going to represent who I really am as a person. And honestly, with someone like you, with a Powerful Mind podcast, I think I love this energy. I love it. I live for it. I crave it. I love inspiring people, love being with people that think like this. And I think that inspiring is what I think we lack in Sarasota. You know, I think sometimes on social media, we post a lot of what we want to be, but not really who we are.
Right.
And I think we need to post who we are. You know, we need to be more like, yeah, I'm actually scared to talk in front of the camera, but I'll do it because you can do it too.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I think you actually hit like a really good point, especially in Sarasota area. I've realized just because I used to live in Sarasota for a while, that there are so many people who are pretending to be somebody that they're not on social media. So many people. And I'm telling you this firsthand because I've met so many people that I knew through social media who are not what they portray themselves to be on social media at all. Like, they are not good people, and they're portraying themselves to be, like, good people and whatever. But that's going to happen our whole lives, right? That's natural. That's the world. That's how it works, right? But especially in the Sarasota area, and I think that us doing this from Sarasota all the way down to Port Charlotte, and just really authenticating not only our community and just putting that on display, but just showing our authentic selves, like you said, is going to be a huge thing. And once people really catch on to the train, I think that, you know, we're going to be able to make an impact and really show, like, even now, people who are not authentic online are falling compared to people who have been authentic and genuine, and, you know, because when you're not authentic, you just end up doing the same things everybody else does. Ooh, look at me, I can dress nice, I look good, I'm going to this place, you know, because I have money to do it, or money to do it. I've met so many people who, like, look like they have money online who don't, who are, like, broke. You know what I'm saying? It's like, money is not everything in the world, but it's like, how are you going to make that your whole personality online? And that's not how you are in person. Like, that's not who you actually are, you know? So it's like, that's a big thing. And that to me really, like, opened my eyes and made me realize, like, especially with me, because I've always done social media. I've always done social media since I was in elementary school. I've been posting stupid videos online, you know? Like, Vine days, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the way back then. Like, I've been doing social media. And from, you know, I at one point I did try to be one of those people. Like, I did try to be like, oh, like, I don't know, just trying to portray something that I wasn't, because I thought that's what people wanted to see. And then once I realized that authenticity really is, like, a huge thing. Like, I can't pretend to be somebody I'm not, and especially with the way that I'm portrayed on social media. So yeah, what you guys see is what you get. It's real. It's me. It's real.
Yeah, I think that's very important. But to be honest, that's my goal right now, you know? It's like to inspire people. Because I already do have a job, so I'm not trying to make money off of my goals. I'm just simply trying to build a community in Sarasota because we lack it.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and tell the camera and tell the people where to find you, your Instagrams, upcoming events, all of that.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at Sunray with a double Y XO. Sunray for, like, you know, Sunray. Get that? Saray, Sunray. Nice. And then Bonbon and Strobes have events every Friday and Saturday, so just DM me. It's probably the easiest way. Or if you have my number, call.
Yep.
I think that's, you
Absolutely.
know. There's actually, July 13, there is a Jesse Uribe concert. It's Colombian. Well, it's for Colombians, Mexicans, and anyone who likes Mexican music that is very, like, how can I say this in English? Touches your heart. Yeah. Definitely. So. Deep. But it's fun. So, yeah. Make sure you keep up with that.
Any final thoughts, comments, anything?
No, I'm just so happy that I was finally able to speak on here and, you know.
Step out of your comfort zone.
Right, stepping out of my comfort zone. Yeah, and honestly, with Amaya, I'm just so amazed. I'm so amazed. I can't wait to, you know, be here more often, to be honest.
Thank you. So. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And as always, my name is Amaya Cartagena. I approve this message. I'll see you next week. Bye. Peace. Bye.